Look in the mirror right now. What color are your eyes? Brown? Blue? Green? Here's something that might surprise you. That color isn't as permanent as you think. Your eye color can actually change. Not overnight, but it happens. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 scientifically proven factors that can transform the color of your eyes. Some of these are happening to you right now without you even realizing it. Others are choices you can make. And one of them might completely blow your mind. Let's dive in. Factor number 1 is melanin production and aging. If you've ever seen a baby with bright blue eyes turn into a toddler with brown eyes, you've witnessed this in action. It's one of the most common eye color transformations, and it all comes down to a pigment called melanin. Here's how it works. When babies are born, especially those with lighter skin tones, they often have blue or gray eyes. But here's the thing. They're not actually blue because of blue pigment. There is no blue pigment in the human eye. Instead, blue eyes are the result of low melanin content in the iris. When there's less melanin, the iris scatters light in a way that makes it appear blue. This is called the Tyndall effect. It's the same physics that makes the sky look blue. Now, as babies grow, something interesting happens. The cells in their eyes, called melanocytes, start producing more melanin. Depending on how much melanin develops, those baby blue eyes can shift to green, hazel, or even dark brown. This process typically happens between 3 and 18 months of age. But in some cases, eye color doesn't fully stabilize until a child is around 12 years old. The more melanin that accumulates in the iris, the darker the eyes become. Brown eyes have high melanin content, which absorbs more light instead of reflecting it. Blue eyes have very little melanin, so they reflect light instead. And here's something most people don't know. This process doesn't completely stop in childhood. As we age into adulthood, subtle changes can still occur. Some people notice their eyes getting slightly lighter or darker over the years. It's gradual, but it happens. Factor number 2 is your emotional state. You've probably noticed this yourself. When someone's angry, their eyes seem darker. When they're happy or excited, their eyes look brighter. This isn't just your imagination, it's real. Your emotions directly affect your eyes through pupil size. When you experience strong emotions like anger, fear, or intense focus, your pupils dilate. They get bigger. When your pupils expand, they make your iris appear darker because less of the colored part is visible. On the flip side, when you're relaxed or happy, your pupils contract and become smaller. This makes more of your iris visible, so your eyes appear lighter and brighter. It's not a permanent color change, but it's noticeable. And it's happening constantly throughout your day as your emotional state shifts. Scientists at the University of Arizona actually studied this phenomenon. They found that our heart rate, breathing, and blood pressure aren't the only things affected by emotions. Our eyes respond too. The pigments in your iris literally compress or spread apart based on what you're feeling. So the next time someone says your eyes went dark when you got mad, they're not wrong. They're observing a real biological response. Factor number 3 is lighting. This one's simple but powerful. The environment around you can make your eyes look completely different. In bright sunlight, your pupils become very small to protect your eyes from too much light. When your pupils shrink, more of your iris is exposed. This makes your eye color appear lighter and more vibrant. In dim lighting or darkness, the opposite happens. Your pupils expand to let in more light so you can see better. When they expand, they cover more of your iris, making your eyes look darker. This is why your eyes might look one shade in natural daylight, a different shade indoors under artificial light, and yet another shade in a dimly lit room. It's not magic, it's just your pupils adjusting to help you see, and in the process, changing how much of your eye color is visible. If you want to test this yourself, look at your eyes in a mirror in bright light, then dim the lights and look again. You'll see the difference immediately. Factor number 4 is controversial but worth discussing: diet and nutrition. There's a theory in alternative medicine called iridology. It suggests that the color and patterns in your iris are connected to the health of your internal organs. And some practitioners believe that changing your diet can actually change your eye color. Now, I have to be honest with you, mainstream science doesn't fully back this up yet. There isn't enough research to say definitively that eating certain foods will change your eye color, but there are some interesting observations worth mentioning. Dr. Robert Morse, a natural health expert, claims that a high concentration of yellow tones in the eye indicates toxins in the body. He believes that by eating a clean diet rich in raw fruits and vegetables, you can detoxify and see changes in your eye color. He specifically recommends spinach to keep eyes youthful and bright. honey to add warm hues, and seafood to make eye color more intense. He also mentions olive oil, onions, and nuts as beneficial foods. There's a case that gets talked about a lot. A woman named Carly Fraser who went on a raw vegan diet for 6 years. She documented her journey and claimed her dark green eyes with brown specks transformed into light green-blue eyes with green flecks. She also noticed the whites of her eyes became clearer and brighter. Whether this was directly caused by diet or other lifestyle changes, we can't say for certain. Diet absolutely affects your overall health, and healthier bodies can lead to clearer, brighter-looking eyes. But expecting dramatic color shifts might be unrealistic. Factor number 5 is injury and certain medical conditions. This one's more serious. Trauma to the eye or head can actually change eye color, and it requires immediate medical attention. There's a condition called heterochromia, where a person's eyes are 2 different colors. While some people are born with it genetically, it can also develop after an injury. Here's what happens. When your eye experiences trauma, the melanocytes, those pigment-producing cells we talked about earlier, can be damaged or disrupted. This can cause the iris to become lighter or darker than it was before. According to Dr. Ivan Schwab from the American Academy of Ophthalmology, heterochromia from injury is a red flag. It can be a symptom of underlying issues like Horner syndrome, pigmentary glaucoma, or even complications from late-stage diabetes. If you ever notice your eye color changing after an injury, don't ignore it. See an eye doctor immediately. Beyond trauma, certain diseases can also alter eye color. Some forms of glaucoma, uveitis, and even some medications can cause changes. This is why regular eye exams are so important. Your eye doctor can catch these changes early. Factor number 6 is much lighter: makeup and clothing. This isn't about changing your actual eye color, it's about creating optical illusions that make your eyes appear different. Color theory is powerful. Certain colors bring out specific tones in your eyes. If you have brown eyes and want them to look lighter or golden, wear colors like gold, pink, or green. These shades create contrast that highlight the warmer tones in brown eyes. If you have blue or green eyes, you can intensify them by wearing turquoise, emerald, or royal blue. These colors complement and enhance the coolness of lighter eyes. If you have hazel eyes, you're lucky. You can shift how they look depending on what you wear. Purple tones will bring out more brown, while burnt orange will emphasize the green. This works with makeup too. The right eyeshadow color can completely transform how your eye color appears in photos and in person. And here's a pro tip. If you wear glasses, ask your optometrist for lenses with an anti-reflective coating. It not only reduces glare, it makes your eye color more visible and vibrant through the lenses. This is the easiest, safest way to play with your eye color on a daily basis. Factor number 7 is the most extreme: medical procedures. Let's start with colored contact lenses. This is the quickest, most temporary way to change your eye color. You can go from brown to blue, green to gray, or even get wild designs like cat eyes or all-white scleral lenses. But here's the critical part. You need a prescription. Even if you just want colored lenses for cosmetic purposes and your vision is perfect, you still legally need to get them through a licensed eye care professional. The FDA prohibits buying contacts from unauthorized sellers like street vendors, beauty supply stores, or random online shops. Improperly fitted contacts can cause corneal ulcers, infections, and in severe cases, blindness. Now, if you want something more permanent, there's a newer option: laser eye color change surgery. Dr. Greg Homer developed a procedure that uses a laser to destroy melanin cells in the iris. This makes brown eyes turn blue or gray. The procedure itself takes only about 20 seconds, and the final results show up within 2 to 4 weeks. The research so far suggests it doesn't affect vision, but here's the thing. This is still relatively new technology. We don't have long-term data on potential side effects yet. It's not widely available, it's expensive, and it's not reversible. If you're considering it, do extensive research and consult multiple specialists first. There's also a more invasive option: surgically implanting a colored iris. This is far riskier and can lead to serious complications like glaucoma, cataracts, or permanent vision damage. Most reputable eye doctors don't recommend it. So there you have it. 7 factors that can change your eye color. Some are natural and happen without you even thinking about it, like aging, emotions, and lighting. Some are lifestyle choices, like diet or what you wear. And some are medical interventions that come with serious considerations. The safest approach? Let your genetics do their thing. Embrace the color you have. Use makeup and clothing to play with optical effects. And if you're really curious about colored contacts, get them the right way with a prescription. But whatever you do, take care of your eyes. They're the only pair you've got. If you found this helpful, there's a lot more to explore about eye health and vision science. And if you have questions or want to share your own eye color story, I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, keep your eyes healthy and your vision clear.